Top three myths. All of my matches should be competitive. We talked about this before, but just to touch on it again, the rating levels offer a range of skill. And so some of those matches will be competitive and some of them may be a little bit more what we call compatible. My win-loss record is factored into my rating. I intentionally put this one on here twice because we hear it quite a bit. The algorithm does not look at win-loss record when it calculates a rating. The reason why, and I'll talk about that just to make it extra clear why. If we think about the range of a rating, we'll go back to that slide mentally of the 3-5 player. If I'm a 3.01 and I'm always playing players at the other end of the scale. They're still 3.5s, maybe they're 3.47, 3.36, 3.49, and I'm losing every match. I'm actually doing exactly what my rating suggests I should be doing. I'm losing because I'm playing players that are higher on that 3-5 scale than I am. So it doesn't mean that I'm at the wrong level. It doesn't mean that I should be dropped down. It just means that I happen to be playing opponents that are much higher rated. And the flip side of that, for that 3-5 player who's on the cusp and looking to move to 4-0, who says, gosh, I've won every single match. Why am I not a 4-0? If that's the case, and we look and we see, well, you're playing players that are very low in the 3-5 range, and thus you're not generating the dynamics that bump you into the 4-0 range. Those dynamics are reflecting the fact that you played a very low 3-0 player, 3-5 player, close to the 3-0 range. And so it is keeping you at that 3-5 level. So that just gives a little bit more detail about the why don't I move up and why that win loss isn't included. It's purely based on relativity, which is a core algorithmic principle for a lot of these tennis algorithms. Managing up, playing up, or giving games to my opponents are good ways to manage my rating level. We've talked a little bit about this. This one is close to my heart for a few reasons. One, I hear a lot from players who want their rating to go up and so play up and don't have great playing experiences and are frustrated because they're not having great play experiences and their rating still isn't going up. Well, they aren't having great play experiences because they're out of level. It's important to follow that ladder and really stay where you're performing, where you're having your most challenging matches and able to give your best and feel satisfied with the match, and let the algorithm move you up naturally as your skills progress. The other thing about giving games, and I talked about this before, is that this is a game in itself. Well, you're figuring out how many sets to lose and which ones to lose and where to hit the ball and all these things. That's a game, but it's not tennis, and it's not bringing games played in good faith integrity to the sport. So really important to keep in mind that we all play to the best of our ability and give every match our best, and that's the best way to have a good tennis match.